Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first swing of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's an electrifying run. If you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs, Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy, no Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time.
He wants to go deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
It's complete on the right side. Smashes through the tackle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless and moving. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat.
Oh, he's got some strength. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to the big tight end. And he'll hold on and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls and fired complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a crease. It's Morton. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lions. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Tigers are marching down the field.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Turning it on. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Terry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Robinson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Brought over the middle, it's Terry. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Got it in the middle, it's Rossi. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's White. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's White. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now... have one remaining in the half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Crispin. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, better look out. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Illegal offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game.
Turning on the Jets.
it's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to set up the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Crispin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Inside the 10, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up 14.
Touchdown, Georgia! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Morton. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. It's a running run. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rossi. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using the quick game. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Robinson.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Hit as he throws. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Moving out to the right. He'll throw it. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Working that left side now. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to...
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lyons. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Rossi. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terry. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second down coming up. Makes the catch. It's Lyons. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Missouri wants to go fast. Just keep slinging it. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Missouri! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Snags a quick pass on the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rossi. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Rossi.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up. But you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.